Hi, I'm Claire Rogers, the CEO of World Vision Australia, and I'm in Uganda in Imvepi settlement where we are receiving refugees as they come across the border from South Sudan. With me is Evelyn, who is our Child Protection Officer in this settlement. So Evelyn, what's causing people to come across the border into Uganda?
The conflict that is happening within South Sudan in parts of Juba is causing lots of the South Sudanese to flee into Uganda. And this means that they walk sometimes from Juba through Congo, and then they are picked from the collection point and brought here in Imvepi. Yeah,
so how far on average would people have walked to get here?
Sometimes they walk for 2 weeks.
Wow.
That is about 14 days.
Yes.
Way to the collection points at the border. And then UNHCR together with the government of Uganda picks them and brings them here in Imvepi.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what have you seen? I've heard there's lots of unaccompanied children coming across the border as well. What's causing that?
Because of the conflict, in most cases, children separate with their parents in the process of fleeing. So you get that children come alone, and then the parents sometimes also find their own way. And sometimes the parents are killed. Right. So it causes children being unaccompanied and fleeing alone. Yeah.
And so how do you help the children that arrive, and in particular the ones who are unaccompanied?
As World Vision, we do screening and documentation. Once the children arrive, we help children to go through the screening process. That is the health checks, the immunization, and then the nutritional checks. And then we are able to profile children according to the different specific needs that they have. If they are unaccompanied, if they are separated children or children at risk. And after then, we help them to receive ration cards that is being given by the government of Uganda. And we also help children to collect food items and non-food items. And after which we, together with the UNHCR and OPM, we help them to get plots of land where then they finally settle in and stay in. But after which we also help them we do monitoring, home visits to make sure that these children settle in well. If the children are unaccompanied, we do foster care for them.
Right.
We find families who can take care of them, families who accept them and are willing to live with them.
So help me understand that. So this is refugee families who are willing to take in another child, even though they've had dire circumstances themselves.
Yes. We have families who are willing. They are refugee families. After screening them, after making background checks with the local leaders and the other refugees who are around, we then are able to place children within these families. But they are refugee families.
And how old, where you're not able to place the children, how old are the children who then go out to a plot and have to start learning to farm?
Sometimes the children, if you get a family of more than 6 children, the Sudanese families are always large.
Yes.
Sometimes you get that the foster family has about 8,
yes,
and you're not able to place a family that has 6.
Yeah.
So sometimes they are child-headed households,
right,
or children living independently.
Right.
So if the oldest is about 17, then you're able to place them alone, but with support from the community. Yes,
right.
The child protection committees who live around next to them
and
watch over them.
So 17-year-olds are looking after children younger than them.
That is if they have a bigger family.
Yes.
So you cannot foster all of them.
Yes.
And you cannot separate them.
Yes.
Sure. Yeah.
Wow. And how does the process work for getting the land? How's that come about, and what does it mean?
After being profiled by the government of Uganda and given a ration card, all the refugee status and names come out. That is after 1 day.
Yeah.
Yeah. After 12 hours, the names are able to come out, and then they're hung over there, as you see
on
there.
This sign.
Yes. So all the refugees go up there and check their names. Now, for the children who are unaccompanied, we have child protection case workers who look out for their names, and once their serial numbers are out, then the children are able to come back to World Vision's tent where registration is taking place, and we support them to get the land.
Right, to get out to that location and help them set up.
Exactly.
Yeah. And what are they given to go out to the plot? What do they get?
They get a mat.
A mat?
Yes, for sleeping. They get a blanket.
A blanket?
Yes, and then they get a jerrycan for fetching water. and then 3 pieces of soap.
Right.
Basically that, and a tarpaulin.
Right.
Yeah.
And some food.
And some food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Evelyn, thank you so much for sharing with us the challenges that and the amazing work that you are doing here in this settlement. We'll make that a wrap, and apologies, Facebook Live didn't quite work for us today, but we're going to post this really quickly so you get a sense of the current situation and the urgency that we are working in.